You ever feel professionally stuck? You know that feeling like you're in a thick fog where every direction looks the same and you're just not sure which way is forward? It's super common. But today, we're going to break down a blueprint that can guide pretty much anyone out of that fog and into some real focus. This quote, from someone we're just going to call Alex, really hits home, doesn't it? It's that cycle of trying, getting frustrated, and somehow ending up right back where you started. So this is where our story begins, with a journey from that exact fog of frustration to, well, absolute focus. For Alex, this wasn't just some abstract feeling. It was totally real. Picture it. A desk just cluttered with unfinished plans, a mind heavy with self-doubt, the weight of not knowing what to do next. It can be absolutely paralyzing. And it's that state of overwhelm that keeps so many of us from moving forward at all. But then, just when it feels like you're stuck for good, a path appears. While looking for a way out, Alex stumbled upon something called the From Fog to Focus Challenge from Pathfinder Campus, and it offered a structured way out of all that confusion, kind of like a lifeline, in the form of a clear step-by-step process. And here's the powerful promise, the thing that makes it different. This isn't about some massive, overwhelming life overhaul. It's a small, manageable commitment, just 20 minutes a day for 5 days to create a real blueprint for whatever comes next. That accessibility is exactly what makes it so effective. So this is the heart of what we're talking about today, that 5-day journey Alex took. We're going to walk through each day step by step to see exactly how you can turn that feeling of being totally confused into a concrete, actionable plan. And here's the framework. It's actually pretty simple. You start with an audit to figure out where you are right now. Then you find your direction with the compass. After that, you map out the hurdles, create a plan to get over them, and finally, you make a commitment to actually do it. See? It's a really logical progression from chaos to clarity. Okay, day 1, this is all about calming that sense of overwhelm. The idea here is simple but so profound. You take inventory. You move all those abstract worries out of your head and onto the page. You list your assets, your skills, your network, what you already have. Then your anchors, the fears and things holding you back. And finally, their aspirations, what you really want. Just doing this, just structuring the chaos is incredibly grounding. And get this whole process can be supercharged with a little tech. Imagine using an AI assistant to help you brainstorm and maybe even identify strengths you've totally overlooked. Or a tool that guides you into a calm, focused mindset before you even begin. It's all about getting a really clear, objective look at yourself. Then on day 2, you build on that foundation. Once you know your assets, you need to figure out your direction. This is the compass exercise, finding your why, your North Star. And what's so cool is how it adapts to you. The guiding question for a student is totally different from one for an entrepreneur, which makes it incredibly relevant to wherever you are in life. And this is what it looks like in practice. This was Alex's North Star. It's specific, it's authentic, and it's totally actionable. It's not some vague dream. It's a clear direction that connects their past experience with what they want for their future. And here too, AI can help you sharpen things up. You could use a tool to brainstorm activities that truly energize you, and another one to help you boil all those big ideas down into that one powerful, single-sentence mission. It's about finding clarity in your own thoughts. So on day 3, you've got your direction, and now it's time to map the terrain. This gap analysis is a strategic move that turns those vague fears into specific, solvable problems. Are there skills you need? Connections you're missing? Do you need to update your resume? Identifying the gaps is the absolute first step to closing them. It turns fear into empowerment. And the AI assist here is just so practical. Imagine a tool that can analyze job descriptions in your target field and tell you the exact skills you're missing, or an AI that generates actual, concrete strategies for building the right professional connections. It just makes the path forward so much clearer. Day 4 is where that map becomes a real actionable plan. A big journey can feel intimidating, right? But the key is to break it down. A 30-day sprint makes it feel so achievable. Each week has a specific, manageable goal that builds momentum, and it turns what felt impossible into something that feels inevitable. The tools for this stage are all about getting it done. They can help you polish your resume so it gets past those automated filters, draft effective outreach messages to build your network, and even make sure your communication is consistently professional. These are practical, hands-on tools for your sprint. And finally, day 5. This is where the planning turns into real action. The last step is to make a public declaration. You write down your very next step, your first move, and you share it with the community. This act of public commitment creates accountability and, it just makes it real. And because sharing publicly can be a little daunting, there's support for that too. AI can help you prepare for constructive feedback and even suggest ways to strengthen the relationships with your accountability partners. It's about managing the human side of making a big change. So, after those 5 days, the result is this profound transformation. The fog really does lift. And what's left isn't just some vague hope, it's a clear plan and the confidence you need to actually follow through. Ultimately, the journey takes you from that feeling of overwhelm to clarity, from self-doubt to a real sense of direction, and from total confusion to a concrete action plan. It's a huge shift from a state of uncertainty to a state of earned confidence. But look, having a plan is just the beginning. To really succeed, you need ongoing support. The journey doesn't just end after 5 days. That's when the real work of building your next chapter actually begins. And that's where a larger ecosystem comes in. It's not just about a one-time challenge. It's about having access to coaches for strategy, mentors for wisdom, peers who just get it, and a whole suite of tools to keep you growing. It's a support system that's really designed for long-term success. And this all leads to the ultimate takeaway here. The goal isn't just about finding a job. It's about a fundamental shift in how you think. You move from just preparing for a career to actively building one, a career defined by purpose, continuous growth, and making a real impact. Alex's story shows that a clear path is absolutely possible, even from the thickest fog. It starts with a structured process and the right support. So the question I want to leave you with is this: what's your first step going to be?